Got it.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, JuJu. Hey, Bee.
Hi.
How you be, Bee?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I am not like I will say my day only started a couple hours ago. I really slept in.
You know what? I slept for 10 hours last night. I feel phenomenal.
You know, it must be something in the air because I did too. And it's not even because it was St. Patty's Day or I was drinking or anything like that. Like I
No, me
just
either. I actually went to bed a little early and then slept late. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, hello everyone else too. Look at us up here acting like nobody else in the world exists. As we're live on YouTube. Great start, right? First, welcome everybody in the chat. And for those of you in the chat, Rocket Couch has a little treat for you. Up there pinned is a bingo card that you can play bingo with tonight's show. How about that? You know, and if you show me a card that you've got all X'd out from today's show, I may even throw you a prize. How about that?
Ooh.
Let's encourage Rocket Couch. And I think he deserves a prize just for being so freaking phenomenal in making these bingo cards, which are a hell of a lot of fun.
And we
They are.
can't even comment on the squares because then we give people squares.
That's true. I'm not even looking. I pulled the bingo card up and decided not we really should stay away from it, right, Juju? Because we could throw it,
Yeah,
We,
I was
we
like, I
could
don't want to
definitely
read it
throw it.
because then
Yeah. But Rocket Couch, this is so cool. And Rocket Couch, congratulations for joining the blue team. I mean, anybody that can make those damn bingo cards like that,
oh, he got a wrench.
he did, because then he could post the links and stuff. And plus, he's a great guy. Maybe he won't talk in caps so much if I give him a wrench.
It's not gonna stop him.
That was a joke, Couch. I'm not picking on you. It's a joke. Like I'm not. Like I love the dude. I do. I think he's great. And hey, if anyone has suggestions for new squares, hit them up on Discord or here, if you're not into that. Like, okay, that's a good message to put up. If I actually had the messages up, Juju. There it goes. Yeah, Couch is saying you guys can hit him up with ideas for bingo card squares if you see stuff you don't like. I hate and to hint hint nudge nudge, Couch. I'd love bingo cards for my show with Mrs. C on Friday too. That would kind of be good. No, don't
No,
do
you
it,
saved it at the end. Look, he wrote tiny jokes.
Oh, tiny
Lowercase
jokes.
jokes.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, just give him a warning, people. Like I like Mark. I want him here for the show. Okay. All right, Mark, that was pushing it. That's it. Like leave that. Okay, leave it there. You made your joke. Now leave it there. Don't have them coming for you.
I personally like when people push it.
I do too, but I don't think
it depends on the mod. That's the fun of it.
Yeah. It is. I have to say though, like this thing, some people just don't understand the agreement I have with my mods. Like this is what I let them do based on the situation that happened. This was the compromise. So it's like they're like, why do you let them do that? I'm like, they first of all, moderators don't get paid. This is volunteer work, and you do kind of like it can get dicey depending on, bots and crap and stuff that goes on all over, and this is their way of being able to have a little fun and, you know,
I
enjoy
think chat
themselves
thinks it's
too.
fun too. I mean, we do it to like purposefully get booted.
I do. And you know what? And I've always said, if you don't bring humor mandatory, right? People in the butt hurt need not reply is my favorite hashtag ever. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like, it's not like you're not warned that this is funny. This is all for amusement. If you don't have a sense of humor, like maybe you should exit stage left because you're going to get your feelings hurt somehow. If you take stuff so seriously. Like, and this is the weekend, and it's hard with all the stuff we do during the week, right? Juju, like we go to like at least I do. I have to be a little more serious. As
Yes.
and so this is where we let our hair down and everything, and people just have to, kind of, Oh, that's not true, Shill. That is so freaking not true, Shill. Like, watch, Shill. Be careful what you talk about. Okay, she'll got herself 10 seconds for being a smart ass. There you go. and she's a damn good mod too, but that just shows you don't make secrets around here, people. If
For being a smart ass. That was
ass,
so like
yeah,
parental of you. You're like, that's it.
that's it. Like, don't make me pull this stream over.
I like it.
I can't. I shouldn't yell. I know my mic is up. I'm sorry for anybody wearing headphones. I know that was a bit shrill.
I love the green you used for the stream tonight.
Wonder if that scale. Wait, where's this going, huh? What you like the what? The color? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
St. Patty Day. I did. I said it's the Ides of March, which is the winds that bring all the things you have to deal with.
Oh,
Everybody
today
knows
is
stuff.
St. Patrick's Day.
And it's St. Patrick's Day. So I wonder, are the Irish eyes smiling?
Indeed, they are.
Are they? Hey Jasper, welcome, Fish Nerd. Wonder, man, if wrenches paid, I'd be loaded. Wouldn't that be cool, Charlie? When I was doing modding all the time, I probably would have had a much easier budget. I paid for those wrenches, you know. But I have great respects for the mods. I really do. And I'm honored when someone will accept the blue cloak, the blue wrench, the blue color, because it can come with a bunch of crap depending on what channel you're on.
That's true.
Fish dude, I love it. I love it. Don't make Claire pull this stream over and smack us all sillier in the back seat, then turn it right around and go home. Exactly. No snacks, no bathroom trips, nothing. And please don't say I'll be there yet. Like, please.
Oh.
I
And
can
then
say
in
that.
this stream, we're never getting there.
We don't. I was gonna say, Juju, are we there yet? Like, Juju goes, where? Where's there?
We have no destination. We've already arrived.
We have arrived. Us just showing up is the only something that this nothing is ever gonna be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you ever like take a nap on Sunday afternoon, or like you get to doing something and you're like, oh my God, what time is it? Or I've like woken up before and been like, did I sleep through the stream?
Jean asked nicely. Shall we pull over the stream and let Jean get so? I think if y'all behave, we could stop for a cone. I think that would be nice.
Yes.
Oh, God damn it, Fish Nerd. I just said don't anybody do that.
Especially in all caps.
You just got yourself 10 seconds, dude. Like, never argue with. But I can see why my mods like to do that.
I know, because if you're in a good stream, you really don't have to use the wrench.
You really don't. I want nice cream too, Grace. All somebody has to do to make me like want and need ice cream is say it. Because I love ice cream. I think I've told you this before. I could eat ice cream every friggin' day all year round. Like every day. And I have given up dinner just to have a nice ice cream, like a nice big bowl of ice cream or whatever. I would prefer it. And
Same. I also give
mhm.
up dinner for popcorn. I like eat a smaller dinner
Well,
so I can
but
eat more popcorn.
popcorn is really low cal though, depending on what you do with it. And so you shouldn't have to give up anything for popcorn. Popcorn should be freely sprinkled throughout your life.
No, but I like we used to always go to what am I talking about? The movies on Thanksgiving. And I don't like the Thanksgiving meal. So I would eat a very small Thanksgiving meal so
Yeah,
I could eat
true.
like a huge movie theater butter gross popcorn, except for that popcorn's phenomenal.
Mhm. All right, Jasper says that would be something.
Do you know
It would
Mark
be.
said
Wait,
surprise, it
wait.
didn't take long to get to food.
They're true. And then Sean says she could slap, Fish Nerd on the back of the head for us if we want. Well, you know what? He came back in and he rephrased it in smaller letters. So I gotta give him credit. Like he did get in the line, Sean. But keep an eye on him. Keep that hand happy and get that like close to the back of the head. We may need it. And right, Mark, like if we're talking about food is on your bingo card, well, cross it off because that was a food mention.
Well, earlier today I was like, I'm gonna try not to talk about food the whole time. We made it like 5
Yeah, but
minutes and we're
I
like,
don't know
listen,
why. As soon as you put that in your head, like I'm gonna try not to, it's like your brain goes, ha ha, try me. Like, try me.
it's true.
Like you think you have control of this. We know that our brain malfunctions here are a little loose, like because we have no filter. Like especially on Sunday. Like that's not gonna happen, Juju. Look at the tree, says Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. I like that one. That's the banana with
Chocolate.
the yeah, banana with walnuts in it and chocolate chips, big dark chocolate chunks that are so good. I like that one actually. That's one of my favorites. That's breakup stuff right there.
I'm like, I don't really buy Ben and Jerry's because it's crazy expensive. Also, it's
You know what?
very
I
rich.
I do when for breakup. I don't know what it is, but I'm having flashes in my head of like these breakups and me sitting there with Ben and Jerry's. Like,
That's true.
yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, I saved the other kind of ice creams for like everyday stuff, but Ben and Jerry's is my breakup jam. So I don't know. Hopefully, I won't be having any Ben and Jerry's anytime soon.
Exactly.
Mm. Or wouldn't it be cool? I could like break the curse by offering to sit with Boo and just eat some Ben and Jerry's together.
There you go. Make it a positive thing.
But would that be calling the devil? Would that be like, making it like, okay, like you just sealed the deal there?
Tempting fate.
Mm.
The universe is like,
Mm.
we don't take kindly to your mocking.
Yes, like, we know you're all cool with that mocking shit, like Bear, but not with us. Like the universe has other plans. Like, not with us. Like you should know your limits. Like, cut it out. Yeah.
Maybe eat it with like the grandkids or something. Just be like, listen, we're all gonna have a great time eating this delicious
You know
ice
what?
cream.
They like ice cream, but they're not really that crazy about Ben and Jerry's. I think because both of them it's too rich, and I think it kind of goes right through them. Because you're right, there's like such a high fat content in Ben and Jerry's. Like it's really, really.
Yeah, because it's a little too rich for me. Like it's a one
Mhm.
or two bite ice cream. I mean, I love it, but then I'm like, but if I eat ice cream, I want to eat some ice cream.
Mhm. I like Sean's take on it. Ice cream and popcorn are not food; they are mental health necessities. Yes. I agree with this.
Facts.
I do. That and coffee. Coffee is life. You take my coffee, like there's bad things gonna happen everywhere in the world.
See, I like coffee. I just don't drink it that often. Popcorn,
Yeah.
I eat almost
I,
every day though.
I think everybody knows by now that this bear drinks coffee 24/7, like all day.
I
Like
know, and then
coffee.
you'll be like, guys, I really do have trouble sleeping. I'm like,
No,
hmm.
I mean I do like because I only sleep like 3 hours, but I do stop in time to go to bed. Like Juju, like when I say like all day, I mean like in the morning when I get up, and then in the afternoon, like and stuff like that. In I think I was just talking to friends in Discord that my new habit is to drink like a quarter or a half of a little glass of regular Coke right now, and it gives me because I've had an energy issue. So right before stream, I usually get hyped up with a whole bunch of sugar. There you go. Mm, yeah.
That's a great tactic. I don't know
Well,
if I should support it or not.
it's not good. You know, I know soda is not nutritious and I don't normally have it in my diet. I've been influenced by others. And it worked. Like it was when I was sick. They said, "Oh, just have a little bit of this and it'll help." And it did. And so now I'm like, I really do have to get off it again.
I
I
know.
do prefer.
I just ditched soda last week.
Oh, just last week? Oh, so you can't
Yeah.
really be snobby about the soda thing. No.
No. Well, and what's crazy is I didn't drink soda for years. And then, like, during the pandemic, I was like, I don't know. I want something, but I don't know what I want. So I was like, I'm going to get some soda as like a treat. And then I was like, I'm back in, baby. And I started
Mhm.
drinking it. Like, I would have a can a day.
Yeah. Grace has a question for you. She wants to know what your favorite ice cream is. I missed this when we were talking about the ice creams.
I would say mint chocolate chip is probably my favorite.
Mint chocolate
I mean,
chip.
it's a hard question because there's so many good ice creams. What kind of mood are you in?
Mm-hmm. It is. Ice cream is a mood food for sure, but I'm always in the mood for ice cream. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
In
and I'm
some
never going
way.
to say no to mint chocolate chip.
But it has to be whether it's happy ice cream or sad ice cream, because some ice creams are just for like, moping and feeling in and just not giving a f. Then there's
Yeah, but
those
that's
that,
like you said, the Ben and Jerry's. That's the
yeah,
like
chunky
depressing.
monkey. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my depressing
I'm
stuff.
like, is it chocolate with like a fudge swirl and
Mm-hmm.
peanut butter cups and
True.
whatever else in
True.
it?
And if we're going to drive to get ice cream, Charlie says he's going to ride on the roof and screw us all. Yeah, I know. I know your stories about that, Charlie. That seems to be a favorite of yours. Hello, Lucky. You came back. We didn't scare you away with the gross stream. Thanks for giving us another try. This one's a little funnier. It's a little weird. What the?
It's
At
a
least
whole lot of nothing.
it usually doesn't have body parts in illicit criminal acts in it. It just,
Is that true?
usually, but but that doesn't mean it can't. Just fair warning. Fair
Just in a
warning.
different way.
Just in a different. Yeah, true. If Mrs. C was up here, it'd be a whole nother conversation about body parts for sure.
Then it wouldn't be the nothing show. It'd be the mayhem show.
Everywhere I go with that chick, it's mayhem, and I love her for it. Actually, she is mayhem. Like that's it.
I know, but wrapped in a tiny little like delightful package where you like don't see it coming, and then she's like just sprinkles in her mayhem, giggles and leaves.
Christopher's in the chat. He said they just sent the boy to get ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip. Yes.
What flavor? What flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Okay, Grace wants to know if we have tried Van Leeuwen. I have never heard of it. So
no, I just heard of that this week actually because I clicked on one of those stupid, the dumb things when you like pull up the internet and it's like here's a whole bunch of articles based on whatever. And one was like best ice creams to buy in the grocery store. And I'm like, darn it, algorithm, you figured me out. And I clicked it.
Exactly.
And Van Leeuwen was the first one listed. But most of the ones listed, I was like, these are not available at my local store.
I'll let I hear that. I hear that. There's two comments that I went past that I have to bring up here. First of all, I want to give people credit who have weaned themselves off coffee or sugar or stuff like that. It's not easy to do. Mark wants to know. Wait, I'm in the wrong. You know what, Juju? You know what I've been doing right now? Trying to click on YouTube comments to put them on the screen like an idiot. Okay,
been there.
Yeah, sorry guys. Like I'm not. Mark wants to know: do I really need to get sugar hyped before a show? Probably not. Probably not. Like you're right, Mark. I talk too fast as it is. Just checked off 2 pun-related titles in a row. You're doing well there with the bingo, Rocky Couch. Okay.
For the record, I love actual bingo. Do you ever go play real bingo?
Yeah, I did. I have. I used to love to go with my aunt. And this is the only time I went to church because it was in the church basement. like as an adult. But I loved spending time with one of my aunts. She was very well read and very entertaining and just a very thoughtful, strong, inspiring woman. And she loved her bingo. And so she would need a ride to these different bingo places, and I would take her and I would go, and I really enjoyed it. They were some of the funnest times. People just enjoying it for the sheer joy of it, like just hanging out, drinking, smacking each other on the back, cursing at each other, yelling at each other for, getting the bingo before them. It was fun. Hi,
Yeah,
Wrecker.
well, we used to go play bingo sometimes, and the people who, like the serious bingo players, always got mad when my group showed up because we like talked too much and laughed and everything. And the security guy told us one time, he goes, "I love it when you guys show up. Some of these people get so ticked off."
Yeah, but like the people that were, the people running it, it was for charities or whatever like that. But like a lot of the people that were there didn't really attend church all the time either.
See, we went to like the VFW.
Oh yeah, that's another one. They do it for charities, right? The VFW does stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well, and it was like $15 or something, and you can get a pitcher of beer for like $5 and just sit there and like have a drink, and
yeah,
then you have an activity.
I like that. Like, see, the VFW, they've got a bar, they got a liquor license, but the church didn't. Like, we didn't get that. We did get coffee and tea though, and a lot of women would bring baked desserts. And this was a time where you didn't have to worry about people bringing food in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know now if I would be comfortable in a bingo hall eating from a cookie tray that somebody else brought in. Like, I would actually think twice with everything that's in the news lately. Seriously,
I would think twice just because. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
just,
you know what?
like,
You hesitate, right? It's like the world has changed. It seriously has. Oh, but congratulations to your son getting his license, Christopher. So you sent him out for ice cream. But yup, you got your license. Okay, you go get it. That's great. I don't know, Juju. Eggnog ice cream, especially in coffee. I would agree with that. That would be a good use for eggnog anything, actually, because eggnog.
I don't know. I haven't had eggnog in years, so I don't know.
Have you had cinnamon ice cream? I have.
I love cinnamon ice cream. My mom used to make me a birthday cake with cinnamon ice cream. Chocolate ice cream, coffee ice cream, and cinnamon ice cream layered.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I think you told me about that once, and it sounds like I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, then you pour a little amaretto over it.
Hey, did anybody else get a notification? Wrecker says he didn't get a notification for this stream, but I will admit I didn't put it up till late today.
I got one. Well, I got one that it's 30 minutes till our stream.
Rocket, Monster energy drinks are like a lot worse than coffee.
Oh yeah.
But I do know it's an addiction. I know that people, I know people, especially Boo, who love their Monster energy drinks. But man, I would be on the ceiling.
I couldn't. I just couldn't drink those.
I drank one, and I literally shook, like my body literally shook, Juju. Like that's how much, like yeah. I don't know
if it was all the caffeine in it.
I don't know, just chemicals. From everything. I don't know what it was. Probably a combination of that and my mental attitude towards it. Like I drank one, and it was just like I was vibrating. I don't think I would do it again.
See, coffee does that to me. If I drink too much coffee, like I can feel my organs shiver.
Yeah. Wow, Grace said when they played bingo, she had a friend win $15,000.
Holy cow!
Oh no, Rocket, Godless, I'm sorry. Damn, that's messed up. I apologize. I feel bad. That's terrible. Oh, he got a raw deal at work about something. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That sucks. Have I tried Mayan chocolate ice cream, cayenne pepper, and cinnamon and dark chocolate? I have not, but I will be on the lookout for that.
Lucky says, I cannot help but associate bingo with retirement homes. Yes, because a lot of times we go. Actually, myself and several of my nephews used to go to rehabilitation centers and retirement places and actually run some of the games like that for them.
I did too. I used to go call bingo at a
Yeah.
retirement home,
Yeah. See?
and I loved it.
Okay, so a lot of people got notifications and some different. So I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it depends on how active they are on your channel. Well, no, Wrecker's pretty.
I don't know.
active on the channel.
Wrecker's pretty. And Wrecker's all over my channel. Like he's
Yeah.
tagged in every video for doing the audio stuff. So I don't know if that would have anything to do with it. It could have been the lateness. I mean, he's on the other side of the world, so perhaps like YouTube said, like that's already tomorrow for him. Fuck that, he missed it. I don't know.
Well, I don't. I mean, I comment on all of your streams or most of them, not all of them, but if you comment on streams, then you get the notifications for the streams. Like, and you don't have to go in and click notify me.
True. Jasper, thank you for coming to me based on the YouTube start page. I like that. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Godless says, no worries, I'll bounce back. In the immortal words of Eric Idle, always look on the bright side of life. Can't go wrong with the Monty Python reference there. Godless, I wish you well. And I know you're going to do okay. You're going to get a better job. Yeah. I know it sounds corny and light and, pie in the sky and rose glasses, but I do believe everything happens for a reason. And perhaps that door slams shut so that the door you need to go through opens for something better. And I wish that for you. I'll keep good thoughts. Yeah.
You really think everything happens for a reason?
I do. I do. Even a lot of tragedies or anything, it always does something. Like even the worst tragedies that we've all been through have either bonded people together, or we learn a really hard lesson, or it gets somebody else not to make the same mistake. Like there's a purpose. I mean, everything has some kind of purpose. It's just how I think. Because
no, I tend to agree. Like,
because
I mean, there's like a lesson. There's something good in everything.
I mean, I don't disagree that the opposite could be true, that this all absolutely means nothing, but I don't find it comfortable to go through life that way, and I don't think most humans, the way that we think, could. I really do believe that we need purpose, and we need to know that we can control certain things and have outcome changes and stuff like that, just to be able to function, happily, or what we would consider towards happiness, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. That's too heavy a topic for Sunday. Oh, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I have to book that for one of my free thinkers, my philosophy, Dave from Answers and Reasons, or even Christopher, come up and we could talk about free will and, if everything's already settled.
Or what was the nothing quote I said the other day? Nothing is neither good nor bad. Thinking makes it so.
What is this record? If you want a good smile, rewind the stream a little and put it on 2x speed. Why? So we could sound like chipmunks. Look at that.
Vishnu, time for a lighter topic, like throw pillows.
Throw pillows. Okay. What is the most common color of throw pillows in your house, JuJu? In your home?
Ivory.
I
only have 3 throw pillows in my house, though. I'm not a big
Wait a minute.
pillow person.
How many rooms do you have? Three throw pillows is a very low number.
I just lied. I have some throw pillows upstairs.
Hey, are we just doing traditional throw pillows that have no purpose, or are we talking about the extra pillows you put on your bed too?
I don't put extra pillows on my bed. I have no time for stuff like that. Like,
I don't put extra decorative pillows on my bed, but I have a lot of pillows on my bed. Like, I don't know why I ended up with all these pillows, but I got a lot of them and I won't get rid of them.
Like sleeping pillows?
Yeah, I have 6 pillows on my bed.
That's an excessive number. What size are they?
JuJu, one is a body pillow. Like it goes over, like the king size bed, so it goes across the whole top, and it's a body
Okay,
pillow.
that
I got
is good if you like read or like lean on your headboard, you know.
or you just get cold and you need something to hug. Like it's very useful. Like because I can like put a leg like, and I can actually, you know how like sometimes you want to put a pillow between your two knees just so your hips are aligned right and you can sleep longer. Does that make any
I
sense?
only do that if I have been sleeping incorrectly for a while and my back
Yeah.
hurts.
Well, I get a lot of pain, so like it is helpful for me. So like,
Yeah.
but and then I have different pillows. I get pillows for mostly for stacking up behind me because you know I like to read here. I even like to stream sometimes sitting on the edge of the bed, and I like to lean back against the headboard. I got tons of pillows.
I mean, I have extra pillows in a closet if needed, but on my bed I just have 2 pillows. But they're
Mm.
king size. I won't go smaller than a king size pillow on the bed. But throw pillows, I'm not big on because when I sit on the couch, like I just want to sit on the couch. I don't want to move pillows around. Although I
Mm.
do like to like if you take a nap on the couch, the pillow has to be like you can lay your face on it. Or I like to put it on my lap if I'm reading, like hold the book on it.
Yeah, I do have a pillow just for that. There's a pillow that I put my keyboard on, actually, that has a little, like, you know, my keyboard has also one of those lap trays that has a pillow under it, like sewn to it. But then
Oh yeah.
I also put that on a pillow, so it's on at the right height for me because I have very straight back, so I need the height. Well, yeah. But you know, pillows was interesting. I bet you, did anybody have pillows on their bingo card? Because that's a new one. Okay.
Up
Good.
next, area rugs. No.
Wait, we could. Oh wait, I'm doing it again. I am trying to put up a comment from the wrong. Uh, oh, you already had an interview? Okay. I saw I saw that, Godless. You posted a picture of it. I won't say what platform it was on, but we follow each other. And definitely I saw that picture and you looked quite handsome. So this door opening, hey, you know, that could be a good thing. Job interviews, you know, new people. Hmm. That's like I thought you looked very handsome. Not that I didn't like your long hair. Your long hair was nice too. Hmm. But you know, Fishner, not that you're not right, but still, did you have to? Pillow fight might be fun, but then Claire will stop the stream and beat us all. And then no ice cream. No, just more ice cream for me.
Then she just eats the ice cream in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so mean. I wouldn't do that. I don't think I could. I don't really think I could.
First of all, Wrecker, I would love that. Bear and Bee, judge your rug, not After Dark edition.
No, I like the After Dark edition because, like, I have. Can you just imagine? Think of some of the places we've been, Juju, because you and I are both of a certain age. Like, let's just say we're not 21, okay?
Right.
And not that we're old, okay? We're just old enough that it kind of fascinates me the idea of a black light or a forensic light and just putting it towards anybody we know's carpet to see what we would see. Just imagine this stuff. Like, I don't know.
Good God, no. I think that would be terrible.
Just like I'm wondering if I would still talk to some of them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, you would have to have the caveat, like, one, do you have a pet? Because that will change the outcome.
Oh, absolutely. Pets bring in all kinds of stuff. Like absolutely. Like yeah.
But area rugs are one of my favorite things. I love them.
You know what? I do like a good area rug. Like I have dark hardwood floors. You know, I use area rugs strategically. You know, just like well, you know, in the bedroom, you need when you're getting out of bed, you don't want to put your feet on cold floor. Like it's
That's
just
right.
too much. It's just too much. And then in the living room, it kind of groups the furniture a little bit better, like because it's a long, large room with a fireplace on one end. So like no matter how you place the furniture, it looks weird. So like the area rug definitely helps. Plus, you know, you can change the mood. They're not permanent. I'm not actually a fan of wall to wall, to tell you the truth.
I don't. Well, it has its place, like in a finished basement or a.
Yes, where other opportunities for good flooring are not optimal. I could see that. If you're trying to warm up a space, you need a quiet bedroom or sitting room, and you want to deaden the sound, put in some wall-to-wall carpet. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I have area rugs in every room in my house. It's excessive, and I'm a real like you're a food snob. I'm an area rug snob.
yeah. You know what, Kyle? I agree with Grace. I'm the same. He says he's recently discovered that he's not a front side or a back sleeper. He's somewhere diagonally between back and side. This is me. I'll start on my side, end up on my back, or start on my back, end up on my side, and it goes back and forth all night from that one to that one.
See, I'm a side sleeper, but sometimes I rotate my hips, and my hips will be flat, like if you're sleeping on your stomach.
True, and that can make your back feel a little the next day.
Yeah, it hurts a lot. If I do it too many days in a row, that's when I have to put the pillow between my legs, and I'll be like, "Stop rolling over like that."
Yeah, well, that's what they say. If you put the pillow between your legs, it prevents you from misaligning your hips that way, like for problems. Yeah.
But my question is, why does our body let us do that for like however many hours if it's so painful? Or why does your body let you like lay on your arm till it falls asleep? Shouldn't there be
Well,
some like
hmm.
warning sign to our brains like stop doing that?
Well, maybe true, but like as someone who really doesn't like the amount of control my body tries to take over on my life as it is, I would say like just leave it alone. Don't be giving your body that much control over what you're gonna do because it could go bad. It could just go really bad. Let's just tell you.
When I was
I
in
don't know.
college, I had a friend who drank so much that when he passed out, he felt like slept on his arm on, and his hand was numb for a week. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "You're fine. You just
Mm-hmm.
are a
Yeah.
drunk, stupid college kid."
Oh, exactly, exactly. Oh, here's one for the bingo card. Bear and Bee walk into a room, look up, and both ask, "Why is there a stain on the ceiling? And how did you get it up there?" We probably would. We'd be like, "It's probably an interesting story to that thing in the wall." Hmm. Why is that paint a little discolored from the rest of it? Like, what happened there? What are they trying to wipe away? Hmm. It's true.
True.
True. My head wants to sleep side and my body wants to sleep back. So I usually end up with one side propped up by an extra pillow. I do have a habit of putting a pillow behind my back. It's comforting for me. I do like it. I think this is why I have so many pillows, Juju. It was the pain. Like I used to like surround myself with pillows and shit to try to sleep longer. But a back pillow has helped. Oh,
Hmm.
this is interesting. Have you heard of a sleep tracker app for your phone that tracks what you do in your sleep? It could be useful. Yes, in it says I do all the wrong things, Mark, and so does the physician who tried to do one of those sleep tests on me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eh,
How are those sleep tests valid though? Because you're
I
not in
I
your
don't see
own
how.
bed.
Yeah, it's not normal. Like I couldn't sleep because I was not in a comfortable area for myself. Plus the bed is really, really hard. And they're interfering, like somebody's watching you.
I
Just
was
that
gonna
creeps
say
me out.
somebody is watching you. You're like have all that stuff connected to you, and then they're like, if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to let them know. They have to come in and like
And
unattach you from
oh
everything.
no. Hmm. I have slept in such a weird position once that the side of my head and ear went numb. Don't ask how that worked. I hear you. I woke up like Juju said with a numb arm once. And for a woman, you get scared because they tell you, right? Like that's a sign of women having a heart attack. Like, and they
I
don't
know.
pay attention to it. I'm like, it's just a numb arm. Brain, shut up. Like I just woke up.
I do
It's
that. I have
just
my
a numb
left
arm.
elbow I broke, and so sometimes when it hurts, I hold my arm weird, which makes like the
Yeah.
muscles hurt, and then I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm having a heart attack, and I'm like,
Yep.
no, dumbass, your elbow hurts. You're fine,
Yeah.
but it does make you paranoid.
High velocity butt splatter. I hope not. I hope not.
No.
I hope that's not.
No, but do you ever see your walls in your house and you're like, what happened here? Like, how
Yeah.
is there liquid in here? And it's
Mm. Oh, Grace, I'm glad you said that they cut her sleep test one night because she can't sleep in strange places. I got kicked out too. I did not sleep at all the first night, so they said, "Why bother? You're out." Like, yeah, that's it.
then they didn't ask you to come back.
Oh, Mark, you still have it? I'm sorry. Yeah. Hmm. Yes, this is definitely spawn killing. Get it right when you wake up. Like, at least have it when you're asleep so you don't know.
Most of them happen in the morning, I believe.
Is that true? Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
wonder what that
and
is.
I don't know. I read something one time where they were like, this is not, I shouldn't even say it on the internet, but I don't know. I know most of them happened in the morning and then, or following the time change. I believe more happen,
Mm.
which that makes sense to me.
Yep. It it does. It does. It's kind of like a testament on life, especially here in America. Get up, gotta go, go, go. The pressure you feel immediately when you wake up. You don't necessarily feel it as much at the end of the day as you do in that first morning, like all the shit you gotta do and everything.
Well, and I think at the end of the day, you're like, man,
mm,
I don't want to wake up tomorrow because then I have to go do all this crap again.
exactly. Hey, I hear you, Mark. I completely understand nerve damage in. Well, I shouldn't say understand. I can relate. I would never say that I understand anybody else's situation, but I can relate in regards to nerve problems and not being able to fix things. Yeah, I get it, and I'm sorry, and I hope you're doing well, actually. And I know, like, everybody probably just says something really, "I'm sorry," like that, but I don't mean it flippantly. I mean, I think you really are doing well, and just sorry you got to deal with it. I'm sorry for anybody that has to deal with it. But nerve issues are just not pleasant at all. Like, there's not much you can do for it, for the pain, for the results, for the recovery. It's limited. And if anybody knows anything about the bear, right, JuJu? Man, I hate limits. I hate limits. I really do.
I'm with you.
Hmm. I don't know this Grim Reaper spawn camping. I'm not a fan. Wrecker, I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound like I'm going to be a fan, though. Grim Reaper spawn camping. Nope, nope, nope.
Okay, let's turn to a happy subject.
Yes, please.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Does anybody have JuJu saves us from the relentless conversation on their bingo card? Like, there should be one. Okay. Or JuJu steers us away from the brick wall. Like, yeah, that would be a good one.
Okay, how about I'm just gonna throw a random question out there.
Uh-oh.
Let me think
This
of
could be
one.
good. This could be good or bad. I'm for it,
I
though.
know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just pulling this out of nowhere. So,
Mhm.
oh, okay. What is the hardest you've ever laughed, or one of the hardest times you've ever laughed?
Well, I laugh a lot. You all know this. Like, I laugh so hard, coffee comes out my nose. I'm constantly spitting things on my keyboard because I'm just bust out laughing. You have made me laugh till there was tears streaming out of my eyes. I mean, last night I was watching anime with Wrecker, and we were laughing so hard I was choking. Like, I had to mute. I was coughing and choking. Like,
Have you ever laughed so hard you passed out?
No, I've never. I have not. Is this a goal I should have? Like, I have never
No,
laughed
it's
that
not.
hard.
No,
No.
I think that's too hard, but I've done that before.
But I have choked to the point where I was afraid something was stuck in my throat and I was going to die laughing. Like,
Laughter
literally,
turned on
that's
you.
the punchline. Like, she died laughing on. Like, no, I couldn't go out that way. But I really did. Like some liquid kind of got, like,
Oh,
stuck a
like the
little
whole
bit.
wrong pipe, and it's like,
Jen, I need a sneeze shield for everywhere in my room because if I start to laugh, I just cannot hold it back. And like, if I think something funny, like I can't, like I have often been looking. It's my fault. I drink coffee and look through the socials,
You do a
or
lot of spit takes.
I do a lot of. I'm sorry. I do have to. I've learned to put some paper towels around to tell you the truth because, like, oh my god. I have done that too, Mark. I've laughed hard enough to get a bloody nose. I've done that.
I've
I've laughed.
never done that.
I have laughed hard enough to leak a little bit as a woman, like to
Yeah,
where
I
I
mean,
had to run to the bathroom and then
every woman's done that.
had to change my panties because I peed. Yes, I peed myself, definitely. I have done that. I have laughed hard enough to fart. Like I have laughed and farted at the same time. That was like so bad because it was just like not good. Like I'm not really embarrassed about it. It's kind of funny. Coffee out the nose does hurt. Mark, I can agree with this. It is not pleasant sometimes. If you laugh so hard it comes back out your nose, that's not good. And I've been there too. New tile, get the mop. For the best.
Get the mop.
Now, does somebody have to say get the mop to cross that out? Or did we just need the mop? Because we're talking of need the mop. Yep.
I think we just need the mop.
Yep. Yeah, we need the mop. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever laughed at something so inappropriate in like a public place where you had to like leave because it was so inappropriate?
Yeah. But I have like, it's good to have friends that understand you that even when you're laughing at inappropriate things, you're not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just, I mean, the freedom to be yourself and don't get judged too hard, like they actually know your core being is a gift. Because we've been watching some shit like
yeah, but if you're around strangers and doing it, because like one time my friend and I had to leave. We were in a beauty salon and we laughed so hard at something that we had to like leave because it was rude. We were doing.
I know because we couldn't stop.
Then it made us laugh even harder because we're like,
you can't stop.
How inappropriate was that?
Jasper, I've been there. We when we watch it, like we're watching shows or talking about something and start laughing. I've been there. Laughed so hard for what felt like hours until both of us fell asleep over. I'm serious. It is so exhausting. And then I have laughed so hard that my face hurt the next day. Have you, JuJu? It's like,
yes.
Wrecker knows this. I'll wake up and go, God damn it, like that was so freaking funny. My face actually hurts from laughing so hard.
I know, but that's a great feeling.
Wrecker says it's all shits and giggles till someone giggles and shits. I have farted, but I don't know. You don't mean an actual shit. You mean a shart, right? Where a little comes out with the fart, like the shart. Is that what they call it, JuJu? I don't know. That's what my brothers call it, so I don't know. But they're pretty crude.
We call that gambling and losing. That's what my friends and I call that.
If you let it out and then like more than what you thought. Okay. Can you believe this is what we're talking about? We're talking about poo all of a sudden. Oh my God.
Poop in your panties.
Anybody have poop on their bingo card? You know?
I did not.
I did not. I don't even know if it's on there because I'm trying not to look until after the show. And I'm going to cross mine off after the show. What sucks when you're trying to hide a laugh at the wrong time is when your nose starts to run. Oh my God. Oh, this has happened. Like, especially public functions or whatever. And like somebody's up there giving a speech or trying to inform you of something and they don't realize that they made a funny. Like, and they're being all serious, but they really made something that's quite hysterically funny. And everybody in the audience is trying not to laugh. Like they're trying to be respectful. And you could just see the people. And all of a sudden the snorts start, right? The people choking from holding it back.
But then when you try and hold it back, that's when it gets worse.
And then people are starting to get up and leave, and all you hear is the laughing as soon as they get to the other side of the door, and they're all out there. It's like the guy can't hear you, and you're all out in the vestibule, like laughing your asses off, falling on the floor. Yeah, no, I've been there. I've been there. That happened to me in college, actually,
That's
while
when
I
you
was an
avoid eye
instructor.
contact with other people as well.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
like,
it was an instructor meter. We were all instructors. We've all been to the like up there talking to somebody or something like that happens. This happened, and we all just like had to leave the room. We were very immature about it. We did. I did feel bad afterwards, but man, were we laughing? It was so hard.
but if you have to leave the room, I would say that's one of the hardest you've ever laughed then, right?
Uh, I had to leave. I didn't want to laugh while I was in the room. But the more I tried to control it, what they said was like they didn't think what they said was funny, and everybody else in the audience kind of thought it was hysterically like like a double entendre, hysterically funny, and kind of in a juvenile way. I would say it was kind of like silly, goofy humor, like kind of corny. But as soon as a couple of us tried to not laugh, and others were looking at us, and then others realized what he said, and then they're watching us
Yep.
try to not laugh, then they're laughing. It got to be contagious to where it took over a big part of the audience, and we had to like go out into the vestibule. And we couldn't let that. As soon as we hit those doors, like it all just bust out. It was kind of embarrassing. We had no control. It was rude. It was juvenile. Like we should have did better, but we didn't. And yeah.
Sometimes that's laughter for you.
Mm. We see some nasty stuff depending on the case. I'm glad that people get that in situations like that. Some people, me included, just need to laugh to deal with it. You know what? And that comes up a lot on the true crime streams, Rocket Couch, in some of the serious topics that we talk about. So I get the need for humor. You know, I try not to be too hard about it when people are like goofing off because they need to. Some people just don't. Mm.
Yeah, we do crack some good jokes in there though.
Yes, and some of them are like quite appropriate. Like, you know, I mean, I just, you know, things are just getting crazy. Can you believe? And not that I want to talk about that on this stream, but I am still flabbergasted. I had to talk about Tate 3 times last week.
I
Okay, three
know.
times. 3 times within 10 days. I won't say just last week because it started the week before with one and then two this week. And do you know, as soon as I got off that stream, I got more information to update some more misinformation that's out there.
Of course you
That
did.
that damn freaking Tate's gonna make me talk about him next week too. It, you know, not that I have to, but like it is crazy with his supporters. The way they twist shit is just crazy. And it doesn't help that it's really difficult to get the actual information out of Romania, like the facts. Like so it takes time. So this is like this big roller coaster of like bullshit that keeps happening. Fishner says, "Oh, you mean like something like this? Like, did she have to stab him 130 times, 7 times? I think 124 would have done it. Yes, it was excessive. I
Yeah.
would agree. Yeah. She was a go-getter, attention seeker, I would say. She just had to be the best, you know. She was going for a record. Yep. Oh gosh. So, have you had a good week, Juju?
I've had an amazing week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Anything you have anything you want to share? Have critters been back? Or anything?
Um
Kind of put you on the spot there, like so I can drink. I'm gonna drink some coffee while you squirm. Actually, I'm gonna drink some what do I have here? Kombucha. Pineapple kombucha.
the kombucha. I can't
Mm.
drink it.
It is very good for your gut. I'm surprised you can't drink it, Liz, because you know, it is like not all of them are good. I will admit, there's a lot of bad kombucha out there.
Maybe that's the problem. I've only had the bad ones, but
All right, I would recommend try a pineapple or a ginger one only and go with Synergy. That's the only brand. It's a very popular brand. Try Synergy ginger or pineapple, and if you can take that, stick with that. They also make a mango one that's very fruity, but the aftertaste is very fuzzy. So I don't think you would appreciate it. You would think it tastes like it's bad because it's fermented, you know. I mean, most people, I wouldn't say that you yourself
I
would,
know.
but most people, when you put fruit and then it has a fuzzy back taste, you think like that the fruit drink has fermented and spoiled, you know? Like that's
I
how you
do
tell
know.
orange juice is bad, you know?
Yes.
Only they're trying to make kombucha bad on purpose. You get that, right? Like it's good bad. Like,
I mean, in theory, I should love it, but it makes me when I take a sip of it too, I'm like, is all the enamel gone off my teeth? Like that's how.
no, it's not like that. It doesn't have that kind of effervescence. It's got gut effervescence. But
No,
I
no, I'm
understand.
not saying
Yeah.
it has that ability. I'm just saying that's what it feels like to
Mhm.
me. Like it feels, I don't know, not
Mark,
right.
this is why we can be friends. Pineapple makes everything good. We can be we're friends, Mark. This is one of the main things you've said from the beginning that bonds us. Pineapple makes everything good. Pineapple kombucha is good. I will say that. And Juju, I could make you a drink that you would probably like that could get you used to kombucha, the fizziness. Like
Well, I like fizzy drinks.
I would make you a tequila refresher. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With pineapple kombucha, and you would like it.
Maybe. It's the like
It has strawberries
vinegarness
in.
of it that I don't like of
No,
kombucha.
pineapple kombucha, I have to say, is one of the least vinegary ones. Actually, it just has an after bite, but it doesn't like.
Well, and I like vinegar. Like I love like
Mm-hmm,
I'll dress salads with just vinegar. That's
mm-hmm,
fine. But to drink it, I don't know what clicks in my brain, but I don't like it.
yes. Welcome to our pineapple club couch. There's plenty
Well,
of room.
that's not fair because I love pineapple, but not in all
I
places.
think pineapple's great. I love pineapple. It is unique, and I love it. And so you
Like
don't have
keep
to
it
love
off
it in
my
all places.
ham.
Well, I don't like it on ham either. And I don't like that ham pineapple pizza thing either. But I like pineapple on my pizza, but I use bacon or salty cheese for the salt. I get the need for salt on the pizza, but not like ham. And I know Christopher just ran screaming from the chat if he's still there because I say pineapple on pizza. And he's probably not going to talk to me for at least 6 months now. But sorry, Chris. But I make a damn good pineapple pizza, but there's no sauce on it. And I did agree I wouldn't call it pizza anymore. I'll call it flatbread. I did agree with the Italian lover pizza enthusiast Christopher Marty on that I would not call it pizza anymore. I'd call it flatbread because technically that's exactly what it is. So sorry, not sorry. I do love it though. I make a good one, Juju. You would even like it.
I know you've told me.
I think you would really like. It's got pickled red onions. I know you would love it.
I would say the pineapple pizza has come up in every other stream we've ever done.
I love it. It's my go-to date food. Like if I'm comfortable with somebody, I'm making you that. If I make you a pineapple pizza, I like you. Or pineapple flatbread. I gotta keep correcting myself. Give me demerits, Juju, when I mess that up. Would you? Like if all right, I gotta get with the program here because I did agree to call it flatbread. But if I make that for you, because I make the dough and everything, like I make it all. It's fresh pineapple. Like I'll cook everything separate. They're my own made pickled red onions. Like if I make that for you, I like you. Mm-hmm.
What's another meal you make for people you really like?
I do love to celebrate people with their favorite foods. So, something I used to love to do is like tell me your 10 favorite things to eat, and I would plan a whole menu around it. Like, I would combine them in different dishes and just put stuff out and just try to make them very happy. I would
Hmm.
also, for when in my marriage, we would try to make their favorite takeout foods from scratch. Um, and learn
I
the
do that
cuisine.
all the time.
Thai, Italian, Chinese, Moroccan, whatever it is. I've learned to make quite a few different dishes because of that.
Well, and my friends and I, like, I have dinner with them every week, every other week, and we always make crazy stuff. Like, sometimes we have fast food nights, so we try and recreate something from a fast food place, like the takeout or whatever. But then we
Yep.
also like to make like viral recipes that we see on the internet. We're like, what is this one? Or
hmm
if someone comes up with some crazy meal,
I just do like I it's part of my love language of food in cooking for people, eating with people. I love to share meals with people I'm comfortable with. Um, I like, I just I don't know. I don't have a favorite thing to make them though. I usually gear it to the person, you know. My favorite thing about doing it though is the look of happiness on their face when they're eating something they really enjoy. I love that look that people get.
What's the one thing you cook for people if you're like, I'm in love with this person?
Well, I do make a lot of pineapple flatbread after the fact. Like after I've got to know
Right.
you in a way, it is my favorite thing to make if I'm like you're staying over and we need something to eat in the middle of the night. Like I'll get up and make it because pizza dough only takes an hour to rise. Like we can keep busy watching a show or other things like for a little bit. And then, it is a treat. Or if I'm trying to entice, it's a sexy food. I'm sorry. It's my sexy go-to. Um, so I would say the pineapple flatbread
So is
for
that
a-
something
and
if you purchase all the ingredients for it, you're like, "Oh, shoot, I must really dig this person."
well, most of the ingredients I have all anyway because I like all of the ingredients separately and use them a lot. Like I make my pickled red onions, they're always in the fridge. The ingredients for pizza dough I always have on hand. I always have cheese. Okay. I don't think you would find my refrigerator without thick sliced bacon in it at any given day. So the fresh pineapple would is not always there, but I would get it even if I didn't have a date planned or somebody in mind, like because I do love my pineapple. And I often have mixed fruit cut up in the fridge that you buy. I know, it's cheaper to get a whole pineapple in these, but I like fresh fruit. So I will get a container of chopped up fruit, pineapples and strawberries and things like that. So I always have the
So you
ingredients on
don't have
hand.
something that when you purchase it, you're like, "Oh, shoot." Like unconsciously you decide to buy it. And then you're like, "Oh, that's a big indicator of how I feel about this person."
No, like if I'm going, okay, this would be an indicator. I'm going down the aisles and then something they said to me about something they like catches my eye and I just buy it automatically. Then I know I'm trying to please that person. Like, then I know. Wait,
Yeah,
what
like
do you
you come
mean? Like,
home and you're unpacking the groceries and
like
you're like,
why do I
"Oh."
have this like milk chocolate bar when I only like dark chocolate? Oh, that's
Right.
because so and so. Oh, I guess I'm trying to get brownie points with that one. You know.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Oh, no, but it would be like if I buy something that they like that I don't necessarily like. Like if I'm getting popcorn and instead of getting my favorite popcorn, I get something they mentioned, you know. But I would tell you, it's not like I usually know, like, because I just like it is, and I think the person knows right away too, because I do like to just take care of people with food and in things like I got like that nurturing kind of thing just pops out of me when I start to get like feeling a certain way about somebody.
You're a
I
caregiver.
somewhat, yes, I have been in my family, and I have a tough personality, so it doesn't actually fit like that much, but it is the other
I
side of
think
me.
it fits completely.
But I am a nurturer for sure. I believe this, Mark, is since all my exes, their future partners are still asking me for recipes. So yeah, I do believe that. There's unforgettable some of the food. I do wait, and I do like to make people happy. They just say it. I can be a little bit. I don't know if it's old fashioned or just not popular anymore, but I do like to make a man happy with food. Like I just like to, even having a job and all of this, as long as I'm respected and um treated like an equal, I have no problem like cooking
No,
and
I don't
doing
think
all
that's
that.
unpopular. I think that's very popular now.
I mean, I do like when they cook for me too, and many of them have. I mean, chefs and very excellent cooks in our
Absolutely.
family. Yeah, but I do like to pamper and take care of that way. Like I do like to like whip up a thing of waffles, and I got no problem with it. I do like it. Like I said, I love to see that look on people's face when they know you've made something for them special and it's really delicious and they love it and they just get this look on them that's just uncomparable.
But do you ever goof around with food, like just make something ridiculous together?
Well, I like trying new things. And then, like, some of the best things that have happened is when we make mistakes in the kitchen and then we taste it and we're both like, blah, and we're laughing so hard we can hardly even function. And then we got to draw straws on who's cleaning it up because we don't want to smell it like, or look at it. I don't know. You ever have that where something just goes totally wrong in the kitchen? Like, totally. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
of course. Of course.
I think cooking with someone is a good way to get to know them.
Yeah, I was laughing at Aaron's comment.
Oh my God, Aaron. What the hell is this?
Because Mark said it's the way to a person's heart is through their stomach.
And he says it's much faster to plunge your fist into their stomach and go upward towards the heart than to penetrate the rib cage. Oh, okay. So don't go through. Go in and up. There you go. Go in and up. Don't go through. Okay.
Like that one got me.
Talk about changing direction. Like, that sounds like
I know people are not in the mood to laugh today. I don't think. But I'm real hyped up. I feel amazing. I've got a real zest for life lately. So
I think that's great. I think that's great. Is it because like it's like March and like spring, and we've had a couple of like teasingly warm days? I know because my daffodils are all up. It's only the middle of March, and I have a vase of 7 little daffodils right here next to the computer.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's like a myriad of things, but just every day is better than the day before.
I like that every day is better than the day before. I see. I don't even want to say like how settled and like should I use the word happy I have felt lately.
Ooh,
And isn't it
use it.
strange that isn't it strange? I actually hesitate to use that word. Like I wonder about that about me. It's almost
I
like I'm
know.
afraid it will wisp away as fast as it got here. you know? But I do. I feel quite settled and happy and a little bit I mean I'm looking forward to things, in everything, but like
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I'm looking forward to the day. And I kind of like my routine a little bit right now.
I mean,
Um,
getting a good routine going that's life changing.
mm. I like it because it's enough of a routine, but it's not a rigid routine. Do you know what I mean?
I
It's
do
like
know that's how I dwell.
there are certain things that I look forward to that are consistent, and then there are things that could like that are free and open and changing up all day. And it's the best combination for me, actually. And I have to admit, I don't know if you should even like I don't even want to sound all like weird, but I'm surrounded by people who get it all of a sudden and kind of get me a little bit better. And so I don't find myself explaining myself that often lately. And God, is that refreshing?
You know what? I get that. And I
Do
kind
you?
of think
Yeah.
that's what's happened to me too. I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah, just the right people around, vibing, a lot more laughing. I don't know. It's just good.
Aaron, I'm going to use this one. I don't know why I haven't thought of this before, but this is good. He says, whenever he has trouble laughing, he just remembers that the inspiring people at Sesame Street chose to shove their hand into an animal's ass every day for the rest of their lives. I'm kidding. I do. And they made a fortune. Like, I don't know. And it was so good, too.
Do they still make new
Yeah.
episodes though, don't they?
I have no idea. I kind of lost my thing for Sesame Street for a personal reason. Like my brother-in-law's brother wrote a lot of the stuff for Elmo and for some of the Sesame Street stuff. And the way that he got treated afterwards as far as rights to the music and shit like that was really rude. So I kind of like got turned off like of it, but because of the
Yeah.
behind the scenes shit. Like once you find out stuff like that, it's really hard to look at it. Like for me anyway, like to
No,
look at it
I
the same.
agree. And that's why I'm like, don't tell me. Like, I never want to meet anyone that I famous or whatever that I like an author or anything. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
because
just
I don't
want
want
them
to
to
find out
be
he's
what
a
they are in my head.
yeah,
I don't want to know.
like I don't want to meet Charlie Brooker, but I want to meet Charlie Brooker. Like I think I can only be disappointed if I meet Charlie Brooker because I'm so gaga about his stuff with Black Mirror and everything that he can only disappoint me as a human, right? Like seriously.
Yes.
Like he can only like be himself, be wonderful, and still I'll be disappointed because I
Right.
thought
And
this
you're like,
idea in
damn
my
it,
head.
you're a
Yeah.
human.
Yeah, like,
Like,
oh shit, how dare you be just like everybody else? Like, damn it. Because like I'm such a fan. Like I get it, I get that. I don't like I hesitate to meet my idols. I was happy to like when I went to a Jamie Oliver book signing because he seemed just as happy, gregarious, and friendly and good with people as he does on TV. But then again, he was at a book signing, so he was still in character. You know what I mean?
That's what I always think. I'm like,
It's not like
well,
I bumped into him in a coffee shop. Oh, it was in a coffee shop in a bookstore. But I mean, bumped into him on the road or casually with nothing going on and then just to see the real him. Like, so I still think I met, Jamie Oliver, the personality like that he puts out there.
yes.
And I
Not the
wasn't
guy who's sitting
disappointed.
at home, like having dinner with his wife or whatever.
No, but exactly. Like when he spoke to you, he looked right into your eyes. He spoke to you like, to you, like not like general, like, And like I said, he kind of broke the rules and asked what was in my bag. And I told him all the other books. And he said, let me see, really? All of them? And like all of it. He was, oh my God, you got this one, this. He signed them all. And like everybody was getting pissed. But like that was kind of genuine. I was like, but this still was the personality. But, it was pleasant.
Yeah.
You know.
Plus, look at all the publicity he's getting because you've told that story multiple times, and
Have I?
we're
I'm
like,
sorry. I don't mean to
no,
bore
not in
you
a
with the
bad
same
way.
one.
Not in a bad
Yeah.
way. I'm just saying no because then that makes him stand out in my mind too.
Did I tell you the opposite one about Nigella Lawson when she went to Barnes and Noble?
No.
And I
What?
went to go there. Well, she was
State
it
ain't
was the
so.
opposite. Now I like her because I like her show because she seems so human about everything,
Yeah.
right? So let's get this. The one person I think is more human and not putting on airs on the show shows up a half hour late, only signs books for 10 minutes, and gave the staff. So like the staff was complaining about it for months afterwards. Like, I was like,
Oh,
what?
see.
Yeah. I never did get anything signed by her because she wasn't there that long. She was late. Now, granted, she had to fly in from England. She doesn't know America that well. So it could have been transportation. It could have been anything. I mean, we're talking
Yeah, I
Jersey
mean,
here.
sometimes
So,
you just have a
yeah.
bad day. I
Yeah.
get it.
When I went to see Jamie, it was New York. But when I went to see Nigella, it was right in Jersey. So it was kind of out in the wood. Like it wasn't in a very big city or anything. It was right here in Freehold, which is not, a big city in New Jersey. Like, you know what I mean? So like it could have just been transportation or what, but she was getting a bad rap at that bookstore for that. It kind of jaded me a little bit, you know. Erin, I didn't know that she was that she liked like that, but she's a beautiful woman and she's an excellent cook. Her recipes, I use a lot of them. I actually like her style. I do too, Mark. I think Jamie Oliver is a very genuine person. And one of the things was because of the schools he started to teach kids how to cook, and also in the school system itself, offering those lunches and everything to try to teach the lunch ladies how to do it on a budget better. That was a big undertaking. He took a lot of the heat for it on the chin and everything. It is like, people think he's a little bit an elitist because of the, fresh food, this, that, and the other thing. But he had his points and he really tried to make a difference. And it's hard to put yourself out there and make a difference and have people all poking at it like that. I give him a lot of credit. I think he really genuinely wanted to do better.
Well, and whatever you do, especially as a chef, people are going to come at you. I mean, put it on the internet and people are complaining because they lack the ability to go find what they like. Like,
Rocket Couch, The Hitchhiker's Guide. The author is Douglas Adams, is not still alive. And I love his work. As you know, I love that series. You all that are participating, nice way to throw that in there. But Aaron's right. He would be a little bit pissed right now because he'd be trapped in a coffin if he was still around. Yeah.
Who are the, if you had to pick like 3 celebrities to have dinner with, who would you choose?
Celebrities?
Or of some sort, like an author, a chef, like.
Can I ask a couple of questions about this dinner first so I could set the proper table? Because I need to know, is it a casual dinner or a formal dinner? Like, are there multiple people there? Is it is it just me and these 3 people? Or do I have 2 other people with me as the counters, you know?
I'm gonna say it's whatever kind. If you would prefer formal, then it's formal. If you would prefer casual, it's casual. And
Well,
let's say you and those 2 or 3 other people. That's all the people that are there. There's no other.
there's no other. So it's really who I want to find out more about instead of the other. Okay, that helps. And only 3?
You can have more. It's your dinner party.
Can they be alive? Do they have to still be alive?
No.
So they would magically come back to life for this dinner party,
We'll
right?
do your live guest first, and then you can be like, surprise, everybody. These dead people are also joining us.
Well, I'm going to say that I have my best conversations at dinner. Like, I like to make them happy. I'm going to make all the food, and I'm going to make them comfortable because I'm going to want to talk. And I'm
You know
going
what
to
I
want to
love?
find
That
stuff
you're the
out.
one cooking.
I am going to cook. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be casual. It's going to be, they don't have to dress up. They don't even have to use silverware if they don't want to. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, bring your worst. I want them comfortable. And I want Charlie Brooker there. Hands down, I want to have a conversation with him. As risky as it is that I'll be disappointed. Hands down, he has got to be there. He has got to be there.
Okay.
All right. And that's what. This is hard. Because there's so
hard.
many. There are so many. Charlie Brooker, absolutely.
And then sometimes when you do it, you'll go, but I don't want to talk to those 2 people at the same time because it's like totally different categories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're like, this guy and this guy. I mean, maybe they would delightfully get along. But
this is a great question because now I'm thinking, who do I not know enough about that I really need to talk to about things that I've heard about them, things, their life that they had, what's still going on. And you know who I'm thinking of? And you guys are going to laugh at me probably, but I want to talk to Cat Stevens. This man, first of all, he's a musician, a musician. Okay. He's a writer and a player. And so I love that mindset to begin with. I think that actually I am, as weird as it is, I do believe they think a little different than other people.
No, I don't think that's weird. I was thinking about that yesterday about like,
I'm really comfortable with it. That openness that exists in a musician for looking at things is something I'm really bonded to and I'm really attracted to. So definitely Cat Stevens, because he's changed his religion. He's lived all around the world. He's taken heat publicly about his music and also just about his stance and his religion, just because he's him. He's written some quite catchy stuff in his youth, either Cat Stevens or if I couldn't get him, Santana, like Carlos Santana. Like I would put him really, because that man's lived and he's quiet and I want to know what he's not talking about.
Yeah,
I do.
What's behind the silence?
Yeah, there's no like scandals or anything like that. He's performed with everybody. He knows some stuff, and I want to know it. Like I want to know what you got to say, Carlos. Come here. Like this man.
Would you prepare questions ahead of time, or would you be like, I'm just gonna go in there and wing it?
Have you freaking met me? Of course I'm not. Like it's gonna all be off the cuff, and it's gonna be wonderful because like I'm good with that. Like I'm gonna go with the flow, and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the best, So that's 2. Possibly 2 in a AB, but the third one,
see, it's hard. It's so hard.
It is hard because I want to put a real person in there, and I don't. And then I want to put like somebody that I know would add to the conversation, and we would just have the best time. But it was. I want to put somebody with a little bit of like snark, like I have, that could see the humor in shit, but with the curiosity and with the ability to actually like see the big picture and shit, and just like look at all the details I miss. And there's one
Yeah, like
person that I
someone who would
deal with.
ask the questions that you don't think of.
Exactly. And somebody who sees all the fine detail that I tend to miss, that, and I deal with this person regularly, so I don't really want to shine the light on them. Nobody knows who they are. So that would be part of it. Like they would probably have to come as a laptop, so we didn't give it away. But do you know who it's going to be? No, it's not going to be Chris Moore, although I would love to meet Chris Moore. Jin, if Charlie Brooker can't make it, then Chris Moore is my B for the author seat. But for the reality seat, like Juju, don't fall down dead. But because I've got Charlie Brooker there and or Chris Moore, and I've got Cat Stevens and or Carlos Santana, I'm going to invite Mocking Media just so it can all be recorded for posterity.
No, not bad. That's
I
pretty
am,
good.
because I love the fact that everybody gets on this guy. I mean, can I just talk? I mean, first of all, Grace made a comment earlier that Mocking Media has been on fire this week with these little intros he's doing on people's little channels, which is fair game. They have YouTube channels, and he's making fun of like what they say they're all about, and like the hypocrisy of what they say they're all about, and how freaking funny it is, like what
Right.
they actually represent. Which I found it humorous, his take on it. I know some people think he's being a bully and he's picking on people, but like if you can't laugh at
His
these
name is
things,
Mocking
he is
Media.
mocking. And I know it's not very mature to enjoy mocking humor, but I do
Yeah,
love
but
his.
people watch Saturday Night Live every weekend.
Exactly. I like his take. And I have had many conversations with them where they see the fine details of things that I miss. And we get into these really good conversations. And it's always expands how I look at something, which is why I want him at that table. Because them, him, whoever they are, her, she, he, it, bird, whatever, I want them there because of what they would add to how I will look at it later. Like all of the stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a fucking great take. How they would
No,
add to how you would look at it later.
yes, because that's what they do for me about all these situations. Like we will end up talking about something that we both were involved in, and they actually have the ability to help me expand my view on it.
That actually just made me like that changed my brain. You saying that.
Like people say, like, how could you like they're a bully and you're all for like, giving people their say, this,
Oh
that, and
my
everything.
god.
But I do not think that they are a bully. I
No,
don't
they're
think they
not a
crossed the
bully.
line.
They're mocking.
And I still support them since the day we met them. I love their use of language, their wordplay is like exquisite. They're double. First of all, most people watching it don't even get the double and triple entendres that are there. Like you really have to work at it to figure out what the heck is going on sometimes. And I love it. I do. I think they're very smart. People think it's dumb humor, but some of the stuff they're doing are quite intelligent. Exact Grace, this is how I look at it. I have been mentioned a lot in their shit, and I look at it as it's a mirror. They are not a bully, they are a mirror. And if you can't laugh at what's going on, like they're not really hurting anybody. It's not causing any big thing, They're not like a triple million subscriber account or anything like that. Like no. People should be glad they even get mentioned. It's attention and they're all in it. This YouTube people, you're all in it for clicks and views anyway. Don't try to hide it. Like just go with it.
Well, and frankly, yeah. You should be like, hey, go watch that. It'll make you want to come back here.
This is true, Mark. That's why I tried not to make it too different. I do believe that both Cat Stevens and Carlos Santana are good readers in like would like the Black Mirror aspect. I think they're on the cutting edge, so I don't think they would be like I think they would have a lot with Charlie Brooker and or Chris Moore, because Chris Moore is like in his writing is very attuned to like the Black Mirror stuff. Like it has that kind of feel to it in that thinking outside of the box that I love. Uh, If you guys don't know who we're talking about, Christopher Moore is an author that Jean and I read that is quite good. And I have a short story coming out of his. Like, got the art finally. I'm so happy if my voice would just cooperate because it's like 40 minutes long, but it's good. Hi, they might end up talking to each other and not me. I hope they wouldn't talk. They would talk to me.
No, I don't think so. I think everybody would. Also, give everyone a task in the kitchen, and that'll keep everybody like comfortable and busy and engaged and interacting.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Jean. That's where the hashtag the butt hurt need not reply. I think Mocking may have been the first one to use it. And since then, I've been using it ever since. I use humor mandatory, and they get mad at me because the first time I used it, I spelled humor the English way because sometimes I forget about that. Damn you, Juju. You know I do this all the time. It's either there or it's not. It goes back and forth. Like, I get in trouble. Well, it was in there. And so now I purposely put it in there and only use it that way because they get so pissed off about it.
Because it hacks people off. Delightful.
It actually does. Yeah. They're like, oh, look at Claire pretending to be English again. I've never pretended to be English in my life. I've only pretended to be me. That's it. And I'm not even pretending to be me. How could you pretend this? Like, this would be hard to do. This would be fucking hard. I'd be really talented if I could pretend this shit. Like, Moore, Pratchett, Gaiman, all are in the same vein. Exactly. And you know what? I was thinking of Neil Gaiman when I was thinking of Charlie Brooker too, but it would be so rough. And this is why Mocking's there, because like he would be pulling out all of the Gaiman, Pratchett, Moore stuff from Brooker and from Carlos Entienne or Cat Stevens, you know. So I do appreciate it. Plus, wouldn't he have a lot of material for some really great shit afterwards? He'd be like, you know, Claire served pot roast to the vegan.
I'm like, you would make pot roast?
I don't know.
I would rethink your menu.
I just meant it, you know, I was just thinking of a meat dish real quick that I could serve a vegan to get them offended. Like, there's no way you could hide that it's a pot roast, Juju, right? Like, it definitely looks like meat. It's like throwing a steak at them. Yeah. I could serve duck. Yeah. Oh, you know what, Mark?
No.
I agree with you. That would be a great chat. Robin Williams, witty. Oh my God.
See, and Rocket Couch did that too. He said, I think my choices would be all comedians. Which comedians, Rocket Couch? I'm dying to know that.
I would have to up my homeowner's insurance because they could choke to death laughing so hard at my dinner party. Like, that could be a risk, though, you know? Because if you have comedians, are you not going to like laugh and laugh and laugh? You know?
Well, no, I don't think you are. Because they're not, their job is to be funny on stage, not to like entertain you in the.
I think most comedians are funny, like in general. Like, I think they had a sense of humor. I guess when it's your job, it's a little bit different, but you had to have that intact, that really great sense of humor.
Because you're thinking they're like doing their act when they come in, but they would.
No, I just
think they come in.
No, I just think they would find the humor in a lot more things than I would, because that's what they do regularly. I don't mean
a lot more like quips.
Mm-hmm. Or see the humor in something that somebody said or a situation a little faster than the rest of us. Because
I mean, is it their job is to like see the world and have a different point of view, like to point out what we don't notice about everyday things.
Yep. And
to say we're all the same, but also look at it this way. Like,
yeah, Liam is right too, because you'd have to find a comedian who's not socially awkward, manic depressive. This is true, because even though they're up there laughing all the time and finding the humor in everything, they are some of the most depressed people around, and shows you that the mask is always on, people. Yes, they're naturally funny. Like, they are. Like, Robin Williams could make a face and you would laugh, you know? Like, he knew how to do it. Yeah.
But I don't want him to like have to, because I feel like that's like turning on their comedian
Exactly.
brain.
Like this dinner party, I do not want it to turn into like you have to do your stick. Like I'm not going to ask the musicians to play their music or talk music. I'm not going to ask Charlie Brooker to tell me what he's working on, right now or talk about, what, I want to hear their views on a lot of other stuff unrelated to what they do. Like I want to get to know them in how
Yes.
they look at things, And so, who are your three, Juju? I'm going to turn the tables. First of all, you cooking for them, or you ordering takeout, or you go?
I
Because I
mean,
know you're not going to a restaurant. Because I know you're more comfortable at home. You want them in your.
yeah,
But
I am yeah, restaurants aren't my I mean, restaurants are fine, but
mm-hmm.
I'm much more like chill here.
Yeah.
I don't think I would cook. I think I would have somebody cook though versus
Oh,
ordering
oh,
takeout.
you're gonna have it catered, huh? Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna ask them ahead of time, like their preferences?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so you're gonna prepare. I get that. All right, so who are the three?
Okay, well, I should have thought about this while you were discussing your three.
Yeah. Oh, you knew I was going to turn the tables on you, right? Like we got another half hour. Like it's all you, girl. I mean,
Oh, okay. Wait, maybe I can do them real quick. I would definitely do Kurt Vonnegut.
oh, good choice.
I would do Paul Heaton.
Oh, because yeah, that's crush worthy right there.
Well, I don't know if I have a crush on him. Maybe I do a little bit.
I think you
But
do a little bit. I think you want to. Yeah, I just hope you're not disappointed when you meet him. I hate that when that happens with crush.
well, that's why I would never actually really want to meet him. Like, but just the music he writes is for my soul. Who else would I invite?
Hey, Jared. Jared says we're seriously missing good artists and comedians like Robin Williams. Yes, yeah. Fishner, that's a good one. Robin Williams, George Carlin, and Don Rickles. That would be like a heckle party for sure. Yeah. George Carlin, two people have said that. The only reason I didn't think George Carlin for comedic relief is because he and I would try to out curse each other, like, and it wouldn't work. we would.
Who? I don't know who my third would be.
You gotta have a
If
third.
we go with a comedian, I would go with Nate Bargatze.
Who is that?
You don't know who that is?
No,
I find
you're gonna
him
have to
very
link me.
humorous.
You're gonna have to link me, boo. Now I want to know who it is. Maybe Phyllis Diller. Oh my god, I haven't heard of that name in a long time. Boy, she was funny.
Phyllis Diller. Wow.
Wow. Yup.
I'm like,
I
don't
know.
know.
It leaves as the after shows in the comedy place. It's not actually fun. People want to hang out with them. No, they're like doing their business, right? They did their stick. They're done. Like that's it. Now they're just normal people. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's what
this
I
talk
think.
about. Oh, he must be behind. All this talk about food makes me want to roast. Yeah. She didn't let me invite anybody, Wrecker. I would have invited you to the dinner party
No, I'm sorry.
with me and
Well, now
Booker,
you.
Pat Stevens, and Mocking Media. Like it would have been like, yeah.
What if you had? Okay. Well, but you did invite Mocking Media.
Don't start trouble, Juju. Wrecker, close your ears. Close your ears, Wrecker. Yes, I did, but I told you why, and it
I
wasn't
know,
like
and when you
okay.
said that changed my brain a little. So,
Like, and I told you why, and it had nothing to do. Like, don't start. Don't start.
wait, I know who else I would invite. John
Who?
Ritter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying
He
to
was
think of people that like I don't know.
that you want to know more about, like that. And it's not that I wanted to know more about them. It's what I want to know more about how they look at things.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. That's okay, Record. Like, you know the deal. Like, if I'm throwing the dinner party, you're probably there anyway. Like, Juju doesn't have to know. She just asked about the guests. Okay. She didn't
Cora
ask
gives
about
me the wrong address to the dinner party. I never.
exactly. Yes, like, like, yeah.
And
Yeah.
frankly, it is your dinner party. You're the one cooking. You can invite whoever
Well,
you
if
want.
you, I will be honest, and this is no lie. Like, I'm telling you, like, when I asked you, do I ask two other people to come to round it out, so it's not just me? And you said no, but those two people would have been Wrecker and Juju, just for the record.
Oh
Okay,
man, I got
just to keep
myself
it straight.
uninvited. Wrecker and I are over at my dinner party.
What the hell you say? You're both coming to mine, or you're dead. Like, there's Jersey involved here. Like, don't start. Okay. Anyway, no, but like, because I wouldn't want to keep it even. I don't want to keep three guests just to me. You know what I mean? Like, I want to
Yeah.
share
Well,
it.
I think it'd be more fun if you had another like person on your
I
side
think
there.
you and Wrecker would ask questions of them and get them on topics like that I would not even think of. Like, you know what I mean? The same thing with mocking. He would give me this view of it later that I would appreciate it, but you guys would actually help make that view by the questions that you ask, because they would be from unique perspectives that I normally wouldn't look at that way.
Do you think in the moment you'd be like, damn it, I don't want to talk about this like odd topic they brought up? Or
When
you
have
would
you
be
ever?
like,
Okay, Juju, like, you could answer that question yourself. Have you ever known me to run away from any topic that anybody brings up or stop talking about any
no.
damn thing? Well, there you go.
But I do think you would be like, squelch that and just move on to whatever you felt like talking about.
But if they want to talk about how dry the potatoes are, I think I'd have an issue. But yeah, otherwise, I think I'd be okay. I do.
Don't make dry potatoes.
Because actually, it's a comfortable dinner party. You said it's casual, right? And
Well, I mean, it's whatever you prefer. I'm a casual person. I'm like a jeans and t-shirt broad. Like, wear your pajama pants to my dinner party. I'm cool with it.
exactly. In the Mark, I hear you with this one. I wasn't going that avenue because I knew I would just not understand the conversation if they took off. Einstein, Hawking, Newton, Asimov. Those would be interesting conversations, he says, but I'm sure there would be heaps I wouldn't understand. You're not alone.
See, and that's like a different dinner party. Like, I think that would be a fascinating dinner party, and I would have so many questions.
Would
But
I
then,
want to meet them or attend a lecture they were giving, or a talk or a book signing or anything? Yes, I would.
yes,
Oh, I
I
want to
agree
meet
with
them
that.
all. Yeah.
But do I want to sit in my backyard and like have a beer
No.
and like a burger
I
with them?
cannot imagine having a drink with any of them.
Also,
Like,
yes.
I don't know. I don't even want to imagine the way they're gonna look at me. Like, I just feel so beneath them. Like, they're so great to me.
What? No.
Yeah. No,
But
Einstein,
just
Hawking,
remember,
Newton.
you know things they don't know.
Like,
You
what
have
color
knowledge.
underwear I'm wearing, maybe, but no, I don't think I
No,
know much that they
don't
don't
you?
know.
I think that sometimes I always think everyone knows something I don't know. Like, everyone has knowledge I don't have.
Well, yes, they have a perspective. They have knowledge. I don't know about just knowledge. I would say I have a perspective in an experience that they don't have. I don't know about a knowledge. They seem so damn smart to me.
Yeah, but no one can know everything. Everyone knows something you don't know, and you know
Yeah,
something other people don't know.
this is true. And we all don't know what everybody knows or doesn't know. Like, true.
Yeah.
This is true. Hey, Christola. Mhm. What? Oh gosh, it does get to be.
Would you play a board game with them?
If they if it was something that came up and they decided they wanted to hang out and enjoy coffee while doing something and just chatting amiably, if they acted as if the conversation could continue into the wee hours or whatever, which has often happened at my dinner parties, of course, because in my front room there's all kinds of things, Jenga, cards, and it's all out in the open. My coffee table has a glass Sudoku and tic-tac-toe board on it, like, that you can play, and there's a table that has like chess and checker. Like, it's obvious that there's stuff, and sometimes you can even go in my front room and find a chess game already started. Like, it's obvious that people sit around and do stuff. So yeah, and I have board games like uh, you know, things like Pictionary and Monopoly.
Yeah.
I have Scrabble. I have Scrabble. Like, oh my God, can you imagine playing Scrabble with Brooker, Charlie Brooker, or
Exactly.
oh my God, or the wordsmith, like mocking media, like the Jesus Christ. I don't know, because a competitive game like that, I might hesitate because I wouldn't want to. I do come off pretty bad when competition enters the conversation.
Well, I mean, that's the fun of it though, because you don't know if they do or not either.
I would be beating myself up. How dare I compete against Charlie Brooker and Cat
Yeah, but what if
Stevens?
you
I mean, come
smoked
on.
his ass in Scrabble? I mean, I'd print that on a shirt and wear it everywhere.
I would be proud and horrified at the same time. I would be like
But
bragging
he's
all over
just
the
a
place.
person. Like, he's
He
not.
he no, but he's one that I look up to so much. Like, oh my God, especially when it comes to words. Like, it would be the ultimate yes, like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would play. Yeah, I would have to be careful about that, because my competitiveness does tend to make some people very uncomfortable. Like
I
Cat
mean,
Stevens is such a like he's like Buddhist thinking, all calm, and like he would not be into
yeah,
it.
but is he if
He
you're
would not
playing
be into.
sorry with him?
He would be like, Claire, have you ever like thought about what this is with your competitors? Why do you need to be the best? Why do you need to hammer people into the ground to win?
Do
Like,
you know
this
I
is
was
not good.
playing Pictionary one time and my friend came over and said, "No more of this," and folded up the board game and took it away
Mm-hmm.
because I got too uptight. And I was like,
Yep.
she
And I'm learning to deal with it better, like, and enjoy myself.
yes.
This is Brooker.
Well,
Is
that
this it,
you know
Jin?
how I have to do it is I have to say I'm not going. I don't care if I win, but if
Yeah.
I'm trying to win, like, yeah, I just had to settle down. Claire only won because my riders weren't here.
Exactly. That's the take, Gene. That's what they're gonna have to say, because I'm gonna win. Like, yeah. Yeah.
And I would have to be like, Claire, can you keep my book of Hoyle at your house? Because I don't want to pull out the rule book.
Oh God.
Because that's what I always do. I'm like, get out the rules. Like,
Exactly. Jasper says, you guys know how Trillian disappeared. Exactly. Yeah. Mm.
yeah.
It was like, but that would be an interesting, like, that was an interesting question. I mean, that comes up all the time. People say, who would you invite to dinner? Or what is a conversation you wish you had? Like, that's another one. Like, what is something you should have said something, and it's a conversation you should have had, and then you didn't. Like, it's a regret. What conversation do you wish you had that you had the opportunity to, and you regret now you didn't? Mm.
Mm, I don't know. Because I don't think I can't say that now. Because any conversation I would say, I wouldn't have had in the time. It's only looking back that I'm like, oh, I should have had this conversation.
Well, that's where I mean, where the regret comes. Yeah, like you probably wouldn't, but now you wish like things could have changed if you actually had the conversation or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, I
Mm,
think that we do the best we can in any situation at that time. At least I try to. Like,
yeah.
and yeah, and hindsight's perfect vision. Like, there's always a way we could improve a situation, or how we did something or said something. There's always a better way. Once you get time to think about it, but you don't always get time to think about it in these situations. It's a
Right.
sporadic.
And then who knows? Because my memory may have skewed the memory of whatever I'm looking
This is
back on
true,
too.
because a lot of times we remember more how we felt, and it changes what was said and what was done, because we're actually trying to bolster up how we felt about the conversation rather than what was actually said. And
Yeah.
yes, I had somebody tell me that directly. Like, nope, that's not exactly what they said. That might be how you felt about it, but it ain't what they said. This is what they said. And I'm like, really? Wow. Like, that's a big difference, you know? That wasn't a learning lesson for me, and I'm glad I was open to it. And I am glad that my friend actually said something to me about it. Like, nope, you're coming from your feels on that one because that's not where what somebody said. I'm like, wow. But it can happen, and I'm grateful to that friend for mentioning it to me because now I'm more conscious of it to make sure it's not something I'm just feeling instead of something, they actually did or said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough though. That's hard to do.
I'm learning so much this year. I feel like a newborn. There's so much to still learn about how I even approach things.
Well, that's good because if you aren't like learning, then you're
I do, Mark. Actually, with my experience with the law, you should know how unreliable memory is. That's why I check everything 3 times. And actually, that's why witness testimony is so important for both the
immediately.
prosecution and the defense, is that they get these affidavits in the beginning, okay, and then they find stuff that either supports it or don't, and then you have to go forward all the way through the trial with the testimony, and it often changes. Yeah, it often
Well,
does.
and don't you think like because you know memory is unreliable and you're like surely people can't
Mhm,
like twist my memory like that or plant things in your mind and I'm like oh they
mhm.
absolutely can but you
Well,
want to
actually,
think you're above that but you're not.
mhm. Well, no, because we all do it. We all do it. It's normal. It's actually absolutely normal. It happens to everybody. But I read there was an interesting article that followed a survey that was done, or some kind of poll or testing that they did, Mark, and it was about the reliability of eyewitnesses and how having an eyewitness to a crime is not exactly the best thing sometimes, especially if they're multiples and they're contradicting what they saw. Someone saw a red coat, someone saw a blue coat, someone said no coat. And it's funny how they can interview 10 people on the scene and the stories are all slightly different.
Well, and that's also because people instead of saying I don't know they want to give an answer because they want to be
Exactly,
helpful.
because they want to be helpful, and we have naturally a tendency to fill in the blanks ourselves, with most
Yes.
common, with whatever information we have, and expand on it in its new, get a dash cam. Exactly, and this is why most cases, have you noticed, Mark, in JuJu and everybody that follows, not to bring it back to true crime, which I guess because that's what I do all the time. It often happens, but dash cams, video, in phones, in actually texting back and forth. The hard visual in black and white is more the evidence these days than it is the eyewitnesses, or I heard
I,
them or saw them, they did this. Yeah.
yeah, the phones though don't like the text messages I'm like unless it's pretty blatantly obvious cuz a lot
Well,
of those
because
I'm like
I like it when they can prove by text message, when they say, I've never had contact with that person, and then they pull out like 2 years worth of text
I
messages.
know.
And like, I do like that part, usually. That's always a slam dunk for me. Like when they do, I've never talked to that person. What's this? Oh, except for that one time. Like that time I talked to them, but like I never talked to them before that. That kind of stuff. Or the cell tower pinging, where GPS cars are, license plate readers, like
Yeah,
CCTV
I
all over the
just
place taking
watched one
pictures.
last night
Ring, yeah.
where the guy goes, "No, I was in my hotel room all night." And they're like, "Yeah, your cell phone was, but all the cameras around tell a different story."
Yeah, like here's you at the 7-Eleven, here's you at the gas station,
Right.
here's you talking to Mr.
Here's you
Jones at
getting
1
into a
a.m.
car and driving
Yeah,
off the
like,
parking lot.
just like the guy who killed his girlfriend while he was streaming. They got him because the CCTV camera caught him going back and forth from his apartment to her apartment during the stream.
See,
Yeah.
so like brilliant, yet so
It was
dumb.
brilliant, so
Look for the
brilliant, but
fucking
so dumb.
camera, dumbass.
Well, it was in somebody else, like, across the street. Like, you don't know who has a camera on their doors
I just
across the
assume
street.
everyone does
Mhm.
now.
But if you're in England, CCTV, I wouldn't do anything, people. Like, nope, nope. Like, if you're out there in public, you better make sure, like, yeah, because it picks up everything. And in America, it's getting, like, pretty sure they just have to, it's routine that the cops now go, do you have a camera and can we have the film?
Yeah.
We have a ring
Well, and
cam,
then
and we
like
get access. Like we're investigating a
ATMs,
crime.
drive-throughs, all that.
Oh yeah. Oh, they all take pictures. Like all of the convenience stores, they all have cameras on the outside to the parking lot that to go to the street, so they can actually tell what time you crossed in front of it. Not even going to that convenience store. That's
No, have
part
you
of the
watched that show, like Caught by CCTV? And they'll be like, all right, here we are at 7-Eleven. Then they're at like McDonald's. But the person's like not actually at those locations, just on the road. And they
just on
just
the
go
road.
from business to business to business and track
But
the
isn't
people.
that the footage they have on Kohlberger to prove that the vehicle was in the area? They got him off of all of those businesses cams while he was going down the road. Yep.
So they say.
So they say. We don't know for sure. No trial yet. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, this is true. Rocket Couch, we're too busy not trying to look suspicious by giving them more information. They won't look at us. This is true. It's like, we're cooperating. Like, take the film. Like, ask me all the questions you want. Like, just don't, But then some people hesitate because they don't want to be part of the trial. And they don't want to get involved.
Yeah, that's true. I get that. I wouldn't want to. Although when I hear gunshots and stuff, I do look at the clock and I'm like, if anyone ever asked me, that happened at 7:51 p.m.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll tell you, in like Christola says, other people say, like when you say, I don't remember, and they say, oh, you're just trying to get away with something. Actually, I don't remember is a better answer than trying to fill in spots that you're not sure of.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
tell
you
them
hinder the investigation if you give false information or like
exactly.
not
You
fully
send them in a
accurate.
different, yeah, you send them in a different direction. Yeah.
Although we were talking about this the other day, and my car was once locked up in like a murder. Like I was in a restaurant, came out, someone had been murdered next to my car. And my car was inside the crime scene tape. And no one ever freaking called me. Like, just my car was locked up for like a weekend. And then one day the crime scene tape came down and I was like, I guess I can take my car back.
Yeah, I guess you can't because you can't really cross the crime scene tape. Like that's written. Like you knew that. Like you didn't even have to ask them about that. Yeah. They surrounded your car with the crime tape. So like you can't go near it. Yeah.
They're like, well, there's a body behind your car, ma'am. Yeah. So
it's kind of good they didn't bother you. They kind of realized your car was just there.
Well, I'm certain what happened is they looked at the cameras from there was a liquor store and they looked at the cameras and they went and ran my plate, I'm sure. And they're like, she's running it. Like, that's her car. She lives right here. Like, she's not doing nothing. Yeah. They're like, no.
And of course, they probably wanted to interview your car. Did your car have anything to do with it?
Did my car see anything?
I bet you they looked at your car. They looked at the bumpers. I'm sure they ran your plates. I'm sure they looked for anything suspicious in your car, like through the windows. Yep.
Yeah. My car was not involved, fish nerd. Ask the police.
Lucky for you, there was no machete on the front seat or plastic bags in the back seat to make them concerned. And there was no ties or anything like that. So they didn't need to contact you.
You know what, Mark? I did not call the cops to see if I could take my car. Just the crime. We just drove by the crime scene.
And when they took the tape, when they took the tape down, she grabbed her car and left.
Well, someone called me and they go, hey, the crime scene tape is down. Do you want me to come get you so you can get your car? And I was like,
that was nice.
Please. And then I went and got my car. And I did look at my car because I was like, are there bullet holes in my car? And then I did feel a little odd, like driving it out of the parking lot.
Yeah, it does feel weird because, what's been going on. Yeah.
But I thought for sure, I mean, I was the only car too in the crime scene. So I'm like.
Rocket says your car was on a 6-hour live stream that day. Getting more clicks and views than all of us combined. There you go.
No, I guess I could have called the cops, but I never called the cops. The police never called me. We both knew I was not involved.
Oh, look. Welcome to membership, Christola. Welcome. Yeah. Murder Minion tonight. That's nice. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's good. And we're almost ready to wrap up. I hope that I didn't see Mousy, but I hope she's still streaming because I kind of forwarded from this stream ends. It's gonna forward everybody over there. She'll be streaming at like 9:15, I think, or something.
You know what? I don't know. She had something happened today, and I don't know.
Well,
if she
you know
was
what,
streaming.
guys? If she does, yes. I just know some of you like to do the chit chat afterwards, and so that's a good place to do it. So that's why I linked it, because it's a nice chill chat if you just want to hang out. I did see she was scheduled, Christola, for tonight at 9:15. I thought, because she usually goes.
Fishnerd said
Rock.
she postponed tonight.
Oh, did she? Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can fix that while I'm up so that you guys don't get thrown over there. Like, hold on a minute. I think I can. If I
It
just take it
forwarded
out.
you to Mousie's stream when she started, Grace Case. Do the raids work now if the stream hasn't started yet?
No,
it
it's
used
supposed
to
to.
be the stream had to start.
It says redirect allows you to keep viewers engaged across multiple events. Add a live stream or a premiere for people to watch after your stream ends. And I had put Mousy on there, and I see she has delayed it a couple of days, so I deleted it. Okay, so it's not going to throw you anywhere, people. You're on your own.
I know, but it used to not put you into the next live stream unless that person had already gone live.
Right, but it will.
That was like a year or two ago. I don't know if that's.
I think it'll send you to the chat, but they won't be live. I think it will still. Oh, yeah, you just do Clearview Raid and it'll send you over there. I get it. Thank you there, Christola. I didn't know that. Thank you. But I just learned something about StreamYards that I'm almost embarrassed to say.
Tell me.
When you're sharing a screen, like you're watching something with somebody or you're sharing it, did you know you can make it big for your whole monitor? You could, just like you can anywhere else. Not like, I didn't know you could do that in StreamYards. I always thought that little square over there was part, like if you look right now, Juju, in the far right, and you put your mouse in the corner, the box for full view comes up, right? Which now I know, but I never knew that if we were sharing a screen, I could put this on my whole monitor, because I never do that unless I'm watching anime or something with Wrecker or somebody. We're watching a movie together, you know, in StreamYards, a bunch of people or something. But I was always watching just the biggest view I could get on my browser. I never made it like big, like
full screen.
No, just learned that yesterday, and I felt so dumb because I always thought that button was the YouTube button. You know what I mean? Like it was always just YouTube, or like for like if you were the one controlling what was coming up. And since I didn't pull up the screen, I didn't think I could make it full. I don't know why I thought this, but I didn't think I had control over making it full screen because I wasn't the one who put up the video. But that doesn't have anything to do with it, right? Because I'm the one watching the screen, so I should be able to make it full. Yeah, I don't know why it just stopped. Like the thought just stopped, like that I couldn't do it. But now I just feel like an idiot. But I'm glad I learned yesterday about it.
Well, I think too, it's because you're not, like, if the other person's in control, like right now we're in your StreamYard, so I don't click anything except for mute and unmute when I take a sip, because I don't have control over anything. So I don't think about what is in here. You know what I mean?
But you could bring up a presentation. Like you could put it down there and then I would bring it up. But the thing with, like, I do have certain people that have privileges in StreamYard because I do have problems with power in the internet occasionally. And I'm not the most tech savvy bee.
Well, and it's just a good idea to have somebody else who can get in there if there's.
Yes. So I have two people because they're not always available. You know, they can get in there. And so I just happened to be watching a video with one of them in, like, they were showing me, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm so dumb. I didn't even know that. Like, and I've been using StreamYards. Like, the embarrassing part is I've been using StreamYards since I came out on YouTube. Like, you think I would know that by now.
Well, that's okay. I posted a stream to someone else, to Mousie's channel one day, and that was supposed to be on my channel.
Oh, I remember that because you sent me a link. I said, "Why are we going to Mousie's? Did something change?" And you went, "We're not going to Mousie's. We're going to mine." I'm like, Well, you gave me a link to Mousy, so like I don't know what you're doing, like, boo, like I don't know.
Well,
Like
and
I
then
don't
I
know.
figured it out actually because I like closed StreamYard and then pulled up YouTube and I was like,
Mhm.
why is my channel or my stream on Mousy's channel? Like it suggested my
Yeah.
stream to me, and I'm like,
I
oh damn it.
Yeah, I haven't added anybody to my YouTube because if you kill my stream in StreamYards, it asks you kill it on YouTube too, and I'm just assuming they would do both so that it would
Yeah, except for
bring
I read kill it on YouTube too right before I clicked no. Like as I was clicking, I read that and I was like, damn it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's probably a bad idea to click no before you finish reading whatever it is you're answering. Like, it's probably a bad idea. Like, but you did it the way I did it. We learned the hard way. Like,
yeah.
and at
Like
least we
pay
can
more
laugh about it.
attention.
At least we can laugh about it. And if Mocking Media made a video about that, I would laugh at it, even if it would be about me not knowing that my screen gets big. Like I could just see it now. Can you just imagine my face getting smaller and bigger on a big screen? And he goes like, it was how many like 365 times 3 days since Claire Bear
Since
learned
she
how to
figured
do
this
this
out.
on her YouTube career. Yeah, like it would be funny, and I would deserve it because that was asinine. Actually, I was so dumb
Well,
about
I
it.
think everyone has stuff like that where you're like, oh, I didn't know it did that. I should have known that.
Yeah. Anyway, there's so much to learn. They're always changing stuff. Like, and I like to share, like, if I've made the mistake, and even though I'm a little embarrassed about it, I just want to let other people know. In case, like you people, others of you have been out here for years and did not know that, although I doubt it, but still.
Right.
Then
What
I'm
she's saying is
laughing. I go,
hover your mouse over things occasionally.
yeah. And here's the thing. Then I start going, and why haven't you told me about this? You knew this all along and you never told me.
I know, but have you ever come in and been like, hey, everybody, listen to this dumb thing I just learned? And everyone goes, yeah,
Yeah, I knew
we
that.
already knew that.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
told you it was a dumb
but
thing. I told
no
him
one
it was
told me.
but I'm trying to let you know, just in case there's somebody else out there as naive as me that didn't know. Like, there you go.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
I
We all
love that
don't know.
series, Grace. The Dummy series is one of the best series out there. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I don't know if there's one for StreamYards, but like I do all Juju, all the small creators, if you're hanging around, I always tell them, like I will try to show you what I do know, but I don't know everything. Like if you have questions, come to me. I've been using it for quite a while. So
Yeah, because
and
yeah,
I've learned
I've
to
done
get
that
around
where I'm
some
like,
issues. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I mean I've done that before because well, and sometimes like when people first throw a wrench at you and you're like, I don't know what the hell this means or what I'm doing.
I'm opposed to random wrench throwing, actually. I really am. I take wrenching a little too seriously when I'm on. Like I'm a little too freaking serious about it. I will admit, I took it very seriously, and I don't know how to back up from that.
I
Actually,
think that's just who you are. Like there's detail oriented work people and not detail oriented work people.
well, I just always took it as a responsibility to what the creator wanted. It's not. There's a basic set of skills involved with it, and it's also custom, very very custom to that particular channel and creator.
Yes.
Your responsibilities and what you need to do and stuff like that. And I always took that part very seriously because if you're there volunteering for them, you should actually want to know like what they want. But then I have had creators throw wrenches at me and they don't know what they want. And they don't have any
Yeah.
idea of what they want. And they just fly by the seat of their pants until something happens and make the rules up as they go. And that was
Yeah.
difficult. I have to tell you, that was very, very difficult. That puts mods in a really difficult position because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I've been in that situation too. But that's our 2 hours. Like, what do you say? Like,
I say that was great. Feeling good.
I think it was great too. Like, yeah. Mm. I think we do this again next week. What do you think?
All right. And I'll invite different people to my dinner party.
Will you different ones? Because you're going to think about it now, right?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just make it a regular like Friday night. What if I just designed my new dinner party? But we'll
You know what?
discuss it
I
next
was
time.
supposed to be about nothing, but you really do need to think about those conversations. Like, I want to know what conversation people want to have that they haven't had.
Oh yeah,
Like,
do we have any bingos? That should be our
oh
final
yeah,
thing
do
for the.
we? Do we have any bingos? Did anybody do well?
Is it
Like,
different every time you pull one up?
I think so. Let me just
That
look at it
all of
real
ours are
quick.
different?
Okay, wait a minute. We talked about food. We talked about accents because well, no, we didn't actually. I did remember the banner. I did talk about Bear Kid technically, didn't I? Yeah.
I
Um,
have the
we
duck
did
on mine.
the date stories is kind of sorted because she asked me what I feed gentlemen and people I want to, And then there's the food snobbery because we went on and on about the
Yeah.
friggin' flatbread versus pizza and the
I
then
have accidentally talked about something true crime.
oh yep, I think we did that several times. Okay.
I have accents too.
Did I break the all caps rule? I did not yet today, but several other people did.
Can I
You should.
click bear can't tech? No, because
Yes,
you
yes,
said
yes,
told
you
a
can.
story, but
I did, but it's true because bear can't tech. I mean, it's true. It's true. It's a story about me not being able to tech appropriately. I think it qualifies. I would give it to you.
food snobbery.
Food snobbery. We did get up about the difference between flatbread and pizza, and I had to damn it, Shill, you just want me to react to that. Could somebody, Liam, could you give her 10 seconds? No, you can't. Oh, wait. Mrs. Cassandra's not here. Wrecker, if you're here, give her 10 seconds. Charlie, I need a managing mod unless I got to do it. Like, I guess I got to do it. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. There's your 10 seconds. Now stop it. Like, what? Why do you want to keep having me get rid of you like that? All right.
I think
Because if
with
you,
mine, I didn't have a full bingo though.
I know, Liam, should I make you a managing mod then? Like, how many managing mods do I need? Like, if you're all going to get crazy with the caps, do you all need to be managing mods? Like, really? Wrecker,
Well,
I'm sorry.
then there's
Yeah.
no managing mods if they're all managing mods.
Oh, well, Wrecker just showed up. I wasn't sure he was here because he was just getting off work soon. But, and we're wrapping up. Like,
I
so.
stopped reading chat. I was over reading my bingo card.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to see this. Like, oh, what? You know what, Nippet? You're always behind the scenes. You're a good choice. Like, I think I'm going to restructure the managing mods. Oh, yeah. Mm. But I don't mind doing it myself. But I know you guys have fun. And Shill, I don't know why you keep wanting to get timed out. You silly bee, so silly bird, Shill. You know. I'm not putting that comment up because then everybody's going to be able to cross that off. So I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that word.
Yeah.
We're done, right? We're done for the night. We'll see you all next week.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're out. Good night.
Oh, and by the way, this is another successful banner stream. I am incredibly proud of myself right now. I may not be able to tech, but I'm learning.
Be truthful. Did the bingo card cause you to put the banner up?
It sure the hell did. It was all rocket couched. Yes, yes. And Mark walked in. No, Mark, I think as soon as Mark got here, he said Claire banner or something like that. Like he focused me right away, even
Do you
before
know?
the
Because
bingo card.
I have two. I have Claire forgets the banner and Claire remembers the banner on my card.
Yeah, that
But
was
they're
on
in
the
the
one I
same
just looked at.
row. So I'm like, there's no way I can
Mm.
get a bingo on that line.
Oh, that's yeah. Well, there you go. That makes it interesting.
That's bingo for you.
That is bingo for you. All right. We're out of here. See you all soon.
Later,
True crime.
Gators.
Yep, true crime during the week. Shenanigans on Thursdays, Mrs. C. I'll be joining her possibly on Friday. That one's sometimes on, sometimes off, but I look forward to it. And we should be looking to announce like what we're gonna call it, if we're gonna call it anything. I don't know. But
I like it.
I will pick some winners out of that. So if you still have some ideas, put them on the commentary. And for those that are new members, I promise to put up the Discord link in the membership post tonight. Sometime in the wee hours of the morning, it shall appear. So you will see it tomorrow during your day. On that, Juju, are you doing anything special during the week? Did you want to?
No.
No.
I feel
All right.
like
Right.
I feel like you're asking me a question that I should have an answer to, and I'm like, am I
No,
doing it?
no, that's okay. I'll just steal your plug time. I'll steal your plug time and use it and say, if you all haven't listened to Christopher Monte's chapter that I put out on Monday, get your asses over there and listen to it because he did a bang up job. He did all the editing himself. It's freaking glorious. He had a lot of fun doing it, and go give him some props. Like, definitely.
I'm still on the first book. I'm not gonna lie, but
he did a great job on this last chapter. I've got new chapters coming out this week, 2 of them. Okay, from Quiz and Mr. 42, actually. A whole video he made himself. So, all right. That's
excellent.
It. All right. Now I'm really pushing the button. Bye,
All
everybody.
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
you, JuJu. This was fun, as always.
Yeah. Whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. I love it.